For FC Tucson this year, we're really, really excited because it gives us an opportunity to have an extension of a roster. We have 24 to 26 players up here in Phoenix Rising. They're going to have 20 to 24 players with FC Tucson, and it essentially means that we're signing 40 to 50 players. That's a massive advantage. It kind of gives us an opportunity, like many MLS clubs, where they're signing players for the first team and then having a reserve team. It also gives us a big advantage with the local players and the young players. And a lot of kids that are 17, 18 years old, they train 4 nights a week, they play on the weekends. They don't quite understand what it's like to be a pro, where you train at 10 o'clock in the morning and the whole rest of your day is dedicated to taking care of yourself and being a pro. You're not in school, but you're going to do cryo, or you're doing stretching, or you're doing yoga, or you're watching film, and you're eating healthy every day, because these games are extremely important. Not only that, you're learning how to travel, you're learning to live on your own, and it's a massive step for a young player to go into the pro ranks. And we're hoping that we can give young guys that are 16, 17, 18 years old this experience and these opportunities, so that when they're 19 and 20, they're ready to be really, really high-level pros, either for Phoenix Rising, or we can move them on to MLS or European clubs. College is not bad for development, and I'm one of the few coaches that thinks that there is a place for it, and there are some very good programs. But what I do know is that they're limited on the amount of hours they can spend on being a better player. They're also spending quite a few time in class, and they're spending time, with friends or doing other things. Not that pros don't do that, but my experience now with the pro athletes is we start at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and they work until 4 or 5 p.m. They have dinner, and they're in bed, or they're doing appearances for the club, and then they do it again the next day. And to do it for 10 weeks in the college season, where you're playing twice a week, you're really just trying to maintain, and then you recover for 2 months, and then you do a spring season, and then you have 2-3 months off and do it again. At the pro level, you have to be able to do this for 10 months, and you have to train as hard as possible every single day, because you're competing for your job. When you talk about culture, you talk about what it is with your vision, your values, what's important to the club, what's important to me as a coach. Loyalty, integrity, respect, work ethic, and enjoyment. Those are things that are very, very important to me. Also, kind of the brotherhood, and for us, we want to build a legacy, and I want to leave Phoenix Rising, knowing that part of my legacy is here. And the younger you can establish that, then the longer it'll stand. So bringing in young players in Tucson at 16, 17 years old that kind of learn about the culture, and they know what's going on and what the pros are doing and why they're doing it, and what do we say when we're in our huddles, and what does rising together mean to us, and why do we say it in French and Spanish and Latin, and all these things that maybe the outsider doesn't know. That's kind of what's important to me in building that culture, building the legacy, building a history here with Phoenix Rising, and having Tucson will allow us to do it now at some younger ages, and then even more importantly with the youth club and the youth academy, we hope that the 12, 13, 14-year-olds start to understand what the culture is that we're building.